Hello there, it's me. I'm back. So I haven't been on for a while, and that is because of the issues I've had starting in August. Starting in August, as you can recall, I had those nerve pains, those lightning strikes. Just sitting here, it hurts all over like lightning through my body. And again, we all are all part of the biochemical electrochemical device. We are energy. We are electricity. And it got me thinking a lot about how can I utilize this to help? Where is it going? What is it doing? What's inflamed? So then that led me to September being the month of compression. Everything was like this, but the compression was from inside. Like there was a gravitational force, a black hole within my soul that was just sucking everything in. And maybe that is part of what death is. It's basically going to your neural black hole and you just go, you vanish, or you go into another reality. And that makes a lot of sense to me, based upon everything that I've been studying for the last year and a half, my life, and then now the last reading for the last few months. But the bottom line here is, I used YouTube to talk about what's going on in my life. My weight loss channel is about weight loss, and now it's more about health, and I will be adding other channels next year. Regarding phase 2, my workouts, when I haven't been to the gym, and when I go to the gym, I'll tell you what I do. All I do at the gym is I do this with the machine. I work out on it. And I can do that here right now because I would go there and do that for about 20 to 30 minutes. Got it to 45 sometimes if I really liked it, but I had to back down. Now, what's going on after September and the compression, it was a release. Just like I had in January and February when I had that crack, which still happens, and the release of fluid and blood into my brain for the first time. That is when I started seeing, tasting, and things were different. So there was an issue. Now, a few days ago, my legs woke up. And I'll tell you what happened. I'm laying in bed, shaking, and suddenly my hip pops. And when it does that, blood rushed to my feet. And suddenly my whole body dropped about an inch. Essentially what's been going on is that my muscles, my legs, which I thought were relaxed, were actually tight. I don't know how this happened, but I corrected it, or I'm correcting it. That whole idea, that pop in my hip and that realignment of the spine caused the rush of blood through my legs into my feet, which caused my feet to become flexible again. They weren't, they were stiff. My legs, would hit them and be powerful. People would always compliment, look at your legs, how strong they are, they look good. And then I would flex them, and they got bigger. Now, I flex them, and they look normal. They are big, the same size, but the amount that they have relaxed is insane. I now feel my bones in my body. I feel my spine, I feel my hip, I feel my leg, and I'm moving, like right now I'm moving, and I'm like, it's like I'm swaying in the wind. It's a very weird sensation. I'm actually feeling taller and stretched out more, and I want to continue to do that, get more traction to help out, because again, what's going on is that these tumors throughout my body are shrinking. And as they shrink, and as they are reabsorbed into my body, those nutrients that are packed into these glands, the fat, this right here, this fat is a gland, really. It is a gland that is engorged. And that is why it is a problem. The way I can fix it is working with my body. That is what I'm doing. And I'll tell you what I'm doing in regards to food, because here is the shocker. I am now forcing myself to eat food. I used to do this before. I'll tell you the story. You know, the fact that when I would get up in the morning, I would go to school, excuse me, go to school. I wouldn't really have breakfast, but I would have lunch and dinner. Okay, lunch, I have sandwiches, dinner would be whatever my mother would make or whatever, we have steak or whatever. So I was never a big breakfast person. I became a brunch person, so it was still the 2 meals a day. I would have a nice brunch, 10:30 to 11, and then have a dinner 6, 7 at night. So what I have changed over the time is eliminated that and became to have that 1 meal a day. Now, what do I eat 1 meal a day? I want to eat something that is going to be nutrient dense, is going to help my body operate correctly, and deal with the idea that I need to burn off this fat. I don't want to put anything on that will immediately tell my body, you must store this. I want it to go, hey, we already have fat, let's use this. Let's rebuild, because that's what's happening right now. My skin is changing. Parts of it are getting dry, but that is molting. Parts are falling off. And as soon as I see something, a dry spot, I just exfoliate it and it's nice and clean. My skin is now getting more smooth. So when those and what did I have? I got 2 rough spots. Not even the size of a dime, okay? And then I would get them, I would see it, oh, right there. And I would go I would just rub it out and it would be gone and be much more smoother along my thing. So with grinding the food, what I've been doing, I've been avoiding chicken for one reason. The idea that chickens are heavily processed and are filled with growth hormone. So what I've been opting on is beef, and beef that has beef fat, because beef fat is good for you. And that goes back to the whole fallacy and the whole idea of what I am talking about in regards to the lies that have been spread around the world, and people believe this. They believe that sugar is good and fat is bad, and it's not the case. Then they they'll do sugar-free, and then they will add in processed fat, not real fat, to cover it up. Again, we're dealing with people who are just looking out for themselves, looking out for a buck. If they get caught, they will just pay it off because they don't care. That is the truth. So when it came to beef and meat, that's what I would use. I would buy the cheapest cut because I'm making a stew. Because I'm thinking about the whole process. What am I supposed to do with the food? What are we supposed to do with the food? When we eat the food, we digest it, we process it through our bodies, and there's anything extra gets put to fat, and then we poop it out. But we have to be moving. Now, I'm not running or anything, and that's the whole idea. I can't go to the gym. So what I do is I just do very simple movements back and forth. This is my workout. And I do this is my workout. Just sitting up a little bit, holding it up, letting it go. I don't run. I don't lift. I don't do anything. And I've lost over 210 pounds. How did this happen? Because of the things that I'm doing. Number 1, the 1 meal a day. And what does that meal consist of? The beef, like I told you. Now, I put in vegetables. Now, I try to avoid carrots, but I do a lot of green vegetables. But there are some things that I add in there that are very important to you. Apple cider vinegar, I put it in there. Bone broth, put it in there. Potatoes, yes. Beets, yes. Brussels sprouts, yes. Spinach, very important. So what I did last week, I started making this soup. This soup has taken over a week to finish. It's still being made because how I do it is I braise the beef and and then I put in apple cider vinegar, sauerkraut, and I'm not saying I added it in. I put a lot in. I had 2 huge roasts, 10 pounds of beef, and I put in a whole full apple cider vinegar, 32 ounces, 32 ounces of bone broth, 32 ounces of sauerkraut, 32 ounces of pickled onions, fermented foods I put in there. And then I still, like, I would incorporate, because I'm making batches, and I'm batching in old batches, and I still have about 10 pounds of food left, because what I'm doing then is when I take it, then I mash it up with a masher. I don't want to puree. I do want to puree it eventually, but right now I'm mashing it up and then continually adding more foods, mixing it up, because I want to basically get this to where I can put this in the freezer and then open it up as I need it. Now it goes to the amount of food I'm eating. What I'm trying to do is take two big spoons of this food and then eat that. And it comes out, I don't know how much it is, but it's basically, it looks like baby food, but it's all meshed up. And it's got beef and this and that, and it's very sour. It's good. It's not bad. And I put in jalapeno and spicy jardiniere, hot sauce in there. Not hot sauce, but like I want to do a hot sauce, so I want it more natural, because I'm trying to avoid anything that's been processed. So what happens when I do this? So I tend to eat between 12 and 4, depending on how hungry I am or how much I've had the night before. And then I will just reheat this up and then eat this. And it's basically like it's a paste almost. Like a soupy paste. It's like a stew. It's a very thick stew. And what does this do? When I eat this, I'm forcing myself to eat this, not because it's not bad, because I'm not hungry. But I do eat this. Because I do want to, I'm just trying to go ahead and clear out the tract here, everything in the digestive tract. And what are the results? The results are no stomach pains. I haven't had a stomach pain now in about a week. The poops I do are solid, clear, no problems, no stool issues at all. So it's very, very clear coming out and very, very good. So it's very, very clean. So I'm going to continue to do this for the next couple of weeks, because I still want to figure out, what's in there. Do I have any hidden poop? Is there anything hiding in there? Do I need more fiber? But right now, I feel good. I just feel that little queasy, not queasy, but just feel a little off, that I'm just not sitting correctly, because I am, in my opinion, the fat has been reduced, the tumors are shrinking, the weight has dropped 210 pounds, almost 220. So what is happening is that my entire balance of where my balance point is changing. So I have to readjust how I walk. And it is a battle. It's very weird. It's like if I lay down, I feel as though I'm sleeping on a waterbed. It's just a very weird feeling. I don't know. But again, I will be doing videos, but not as much. Right now, I need to concentrate on this aspect. What am I doing now? I'm still looking for work, but I'm very discouraged by the people that are calling me. They are not recruiters. They are just resume mills. And I'm going to continue to do what I need to do for myself. The most important thing right now is to stay alive. And I'm going to do that by, like I said, this weekend, I'm going to take this 10 pounds of food that I bought last week. I have no more money coming in, and I need to find something to do. And right now, all I can do is still work out and still try and lose weight so I can live longer and then fight back from this insanity that we're seeing around us. Because we are seeing a lot of insanity. People have just lost their minds. And I'm just done with it. I am now the master of indifference completely. I'm just done with it all. But the good thing is that I'll say this. I'm at 50.1% of where I should be in regards to turning the corner regarding the entire health process. I'm still on the edge. I could go back, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to. I'm going to do everything I can to make it not happen. But that's the situation right now. I just been dealing with a lot, and it's just been it's been eye-opening. I can say that I have apathy, I don't care, but I do care. But I care about my life more important than anything else. And right now, the insanity of the world is irrelevant to me. I don't care. All I really need to do right now is find a place to live and start a life. Because I need to start living my life, and I'm not living my life. And it pains me. I want to start living. I'm just, I have come down to the point right now, as of this moment right now, I have to sell my instrument. I have to sell everything because, again, at this point, I don't need it. And there's no point to it either. Because, again, I am not going to deal with people who are insane or who believe lies. I'm not. I'm done with it. And I need to go somewhere, just be by myself probably now. I'm realizing it now. Maybe I just do need to be alone and then just live a life and be happy. And that's where I am. Because, I am happy. I'll just say that much because I am very grateful that I am alive. I'm very grateful that this whole process is healing. Do I want to go faster? Of course I do, but again, in good time. I'm not forcing anything. I'm not mad about it. But I do know now that everything I interact with is inauthentic, completely, or misinformed. And that's the whole idea. I'm just sick and tired of that aspect. If no one's going to wake up and do anything, and then I just need to walk away. Take myself out of the equation, because this equation is ridiculous. In a society where the Kardashians are billionaires and Taylor Swift is a billionaire, we are in cloud world. It's true. A world where Neil deGrasse Tyson is a complete fucking idiot. Yes, you are. I'll debate you and I'll win because you're a fucking moron. He is an idiot. I'm just done with that. I am done with the woke bullshit. Over with it. And I'm done with people who don't do anything, who just complain. Which is, again, it's anti-woke in a way. It is anti-woke, but it's still woke in my opinion. You're just complaining. I'm just done complaining. I'm just going to live my life, be happy. So that's the situation right now. More will come, but I'm not going to do many videos because, again, right now, the biggest concentration right now for the next month is to survive this process of transition from, I want to get down at least to 320, 300 by the end of the year so that I can ramp up the weight loss even more. Because I want to do it. I want to be able to do more. Now, the one thing I'm not going to do is anything with my legs, except for minor exercises. The majority of the things I want to work on are my chest and this upper body aspect. The lower body will work out itself. Because again, the main reason I say this is because this tumor is starting to appear. I can feel it inside me now. And I know. And I'm just basically not angry or anything because it's holding in all of these potential stem cells, things that will heal my body. So I have to admit or say the following. I was made for this time. There was a reason why now everything's clicking. And on the vicissitudes of collapse of society, and I am not going to do that. I am not going to say, there are no authorities. Remember that. Who is the authority here? It's me. I am the authority. I'm the one in charge. Really, I am. I'm in charge. And as long as I mind my own business, I'm happy. And I'm not doing anything else. I am done with everything else. Inauthentic, really confused people. I mean, really confused. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just telling everybody here, the last 2 years have been interesting. I've learned a lot, I've met a few people, and I have a lot of acquaintances. And I have some close acquaintances, but I have no friends. And it's okay. And that's okay. I have no friends, that's okay. And that's my message. It's true. Anyway. So, like I said, I am done. I am ready. I just need to find something. I'm looking at places and nothing's hitting me yet. But I am hopeful that thing will happen. So the overall timeline, I'll let you know right off the bat. Next week, there is a meetup in Milwaukee, and I do want to go there. It's about an hour away. It's not that bad. So I can go and do that. I thought I was going to bring my friend with me. But again, I don't have any friends. So I'm not going to bring anybody. And I'm going to talk to Gary about being the producer and helping out some ideas that I have and just, get some contacts and help out. That's what I want. And tell him the truth, which is true. I don't want any money. I want to have a place to live and just be happy. And that's it. And do what I want to do. That's the whole point. I want a place to go so that I can do what I like doing. I want to write. I want to read. I want to talk. I want to educate. And no one's educated. No one's getting educated right now. They're getting indoctrinated. That's the sadness. They're indoctrinated. They believe these things that are not true. 2 + 2 is 4, not 5. And that's where we stand. So, anyway, I'm just going to figure things out. But again, the videos will come periodically. Once I hit 250, things will change because I will be opening up my other aspects. I want to ramp up everything up to 2024 so that we can get Trump back in the office. And not just that, I'm not a Republican. I am not a Republican. I've never been a Republican. Never, because I don't believe in stupidity. And I'm not insane because I'm not a Democrat because I don't believe in being an idiot, complete fucking idiot. All Democrats are fucking idiots. They are. I'm sorry to say you are fucking wrong, all of you. And Republicans, you're fucking retarded. They are. Every single. If you are a proud Republican or a proud Democrat, then no, you are a complete fucking idiot. I'm done. I'm an American citizen. I believe in the American Constitution. And if you don't, you don't. So you're the one messing it up, and I'm going to change everything. That's my goal, is to go back to the way things were, because you are all retarded. Thank you very much, and have a good day.